supply of petroleum products in the Nigerian market. It has been decades since we have been able to achieve this, and we have it today. And I must first of all give commendation to Omoyele, who what we are doing today with the supply of PMS to the Nigerian market is implementing the vision of the Federal Executive Council, the order of the Federal Executive Council led by His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that NNPC should supply crude to domestic refiners, who they in turn will provide products, petrol, to the Nigerian market, as well as other products. Today, we have taken an important step, a key step towards energy self-sufficiency in Nigeria. We have taken an important step with energy security in Nigeria, not to talk of self-reliance and implementation of the government's policy of domestic investment or investment in domestic production. It is the vision of Mr. President that no raw materials should leave the shores of Nigeria without some value being added. So once again, I know that this vision of Mr. President started many years ago. We're in a free zone. We started Lagos free zone. We have the free port across the road, that's a free zone, and we have this Dangote petrochemical refinery and petrochemicals company, which is in a free zone. And of course, we congratulate, we felicitate with Alhaji Aliko Dangote, probably Africa's foremost businessman and industrialist, and one of the top investors in the world. On this day of triumph, this day of success, they said it couldn't be done. They said he couldn't do it. That we could not produce PMS from this edifice behind us. And here now we have the proof of the pudding is in the eating. We do have PMS that is sufficient for the whole of the Nigerian market. And of course, that is the ultimate objective, that we produce domestically. And we call on all refiners, all domestic refiners, to come together to not only supply the domestic market, but also to let us change the narrative and have legal exports, legal earning of foreign exchange into this economy by providing, in the first instance, the sub-region. We know that Nigerian PMS is feeding the neighboring countries. Let it be done legitimately, let it be done formally or officially, and of course, that too will give us extra foreign exchange revenue, which is all important for our overall well-being of the economy. So once again, we are all happy at this day. We all congratulate all those, and I must pay particular commendation and gratitude to the technical subcommittee that did the nitty-gritty of having NNPC agree with, in this case, Dangote Refinery and Petrochemicals Company on the various terms on which this transaction will be done, where it will be possible to provide crude to the refinery, and the refinery in turn.
Nuisance, Lily. The more you look, the less you see.
No, some of you are so tired, you don't want to listen to him. It's all right. I'll stop the video. I know it's probably like dash, of course, okay? But I kind of want to always have it on record because everything he's saying right there is going to change in the next few days. Yeah, it's gonna be like he didn't say all of that anymore. Because the whole show right there, even from the internal sources, right? The reason why Dangote can't sell his product directly to the people is because he has been importing his crude oil from Texas and Brazil. You see, this talk of them giving him crude oil is not totally true. And it is also not sustainable as well. But for Dangote to sell his product to you in Nigeria, he is not really keen on selling it to marketers in Naira. In fact, to those who are in the know, from the inner source there, he will prefer to be paid in dollars. This talk of crude oil in Naira, is just part of the whole scheme. And that is why the likes of Wale Idun continue to kind of say, we know a lot of you would prefer to go and sell this product outside Nigeria. Or can you please do it in a way that we can benefit from the forex that you are going to get? And as for Dangote, he will probably make his better money. He's a businessman, don't get it wrong. He's a private businessman. Dangote is not an NNPC or Warri Refinery or the Port Harcourt Refinery. He put together, but whether with borrowed and stolen money that they use in setting up that place, it is for him to make profit as like making a kill. That's why they are kind of making you realize that half of what it will be producing will be sold outside Nigeria. He is more interested in that forex. All marketers in Nigeria have no forex; they don't have dollars. So that is why the condition given to the NNPC or NNPCL, the deal they struck was that instead of us paying the subsidy to some people, we can share it. We'll give you some. And then you can just sell it for whatever you want to sell it for. But let's tell Nigerians that this is a great day, a great achievement. Now that you are producing locally, what exactly is the advantage of producing locally now? When imported fuel, you buy that for how much? 900 naira, 950 naira, 1,000 naira, 1,050, 1,200, 1,300 in some places. So what is the exact benefit of Dangote Refinery if they make an agreement that says NNPC will buy from him at the rate of 898 naira? That's like 900 naira from the source. 900 naira. How much do you think they will sell it to you? He's a businessman, of course. He didn't set that up because of, even though your money is part of the money they use in setting it up. The scam runs deep. Here is a marketer that has something to say. They should let us buy directly from him and make our own kind of deal with him. What kind of deal would the Nigerian oil marketers make with Dangote that will make your, number one, erase the thought of you having any cheap fuel? Forget the idea of the price of petroleum going down, and maybe the price of goods and services will also go down. Forget that, bury that. This shaggy, it shall be permanent. It's not me, that's what they are singing. It shall be permanent. It shall be permanent. This shaggy that Kolu has brought upon you, it shall be permanent. But this marketer.
Costs, for example, why is it not cheaper to buy directly from Dangote Refinery than it is to buy from NNPC?
Now, it's cheaper to buy from Dangote if Dangote is selling to us, but I also believe that this is policy.
No, I'm talking about price, not the policy.
Because
about the price, not the policy.
That's what I'm trying to explain.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to explain. You also remember that Dangote specifically said in one of their statements that they are going to sell only to NNPCL. Because I also believe that NNPCL have a huge investment in Dangote. So I think they are giving them the offer of first refusal first. They will start with NNPCL. Well, we're not against that. NNPCL has been giving us petroleum products. We are cool with that. You understand me? But for us to be in the same line in terms of this competition in the downstream sector, as they are giving to NNPCL, they also should give to independent marketers. That is what we are talking about. And we also will determine our own price. It is an open economy. You understand me? We will determine our own price and we sell cheaper. I have told you before that when fuel was 185, we are selling 180. We brought down our price. We are selling. What we want is to make turnover. And the more you do good turnover, and because our stations are strategically located, the more we make more profit. So we want a situation where we can be able to determine price that is even lower than what NNPC have set. That is our we are not against NNPC. We welcome the issue of giving NNPC. It is maybe their government, it's their policy. It's a private company. We cannot dictate, although it's serving Nigerians, we cannot dictate how they operate. But what we are saying is that NNPC should give independent marketers their volume so that we can meet our marketers and share it. They will come and sell at a more cheaper price. No longer, nobody is now paying PEF. We are also bearing the cost of logistics. If I'm taking this product from Lagos to Damaturu, it is the independent marketer that will bear the cost. Government is no longer paying PEF. PEF is gone. Petroleum Equalization Fund is gone. So whatever it will cost me to take this product from one point to another is what I will sell. Yeah. So it's an open market. That is why you see these lots of cars at the filling station. You understand me? Where people see the product is being so cheaper, they will put their vehicles and they will buy. Yeah. I mean, if you are selling very, very expensive, they will not buy from you. Okay. So we want to sell cheap. We want to compete with the NNPCL.
I mean, it's good.
Do you see how they scammed you, Nigerians? Like Aramco, Saudi Aramco, the national oil company of Saudi Arabia. That's exactly what the NNPC should have been, but they sold it to themselves. And they turned it into a private this or private that. See the scam, okay? When APC, Egbekegbe, came to power, there was NNPC. The role of NNPC was to make sure that the regulation around petroleum products favors Nigerians. So they ensure that the supply of the product, which is either to refine it locally or import it, will always, be sort of regulated, not to put or unleash any kind of economic shock on the country that will kind of trigger other things. So that's the role of NNPC. It wasn't meant to be a profit-making enterprise per se. The profit NNPC should be making should be coming from possibly the taxes they are getting from these marketers and all of that who are selling the product to you. That's where they should be making their money from. And also, if your refineries are working and they are taking the crude oil, because now their crude oil, they don't buy it, they don't have to pay at all. So they take the crude oil to your refinery and refine them, sell them to the market in such a way that those who want to sell as independent marketers, they too will also sell, and you can choose where to buy. But when these guys came in, they broke that. They created a fraud. They created shares in it. They said it is called NNPCL, a private oil company, which is still funded by the public. Those who are working in NNPCL and NNPC, they are being paid with taxpayers' money. However, they are also kind of saying they want to make profits. Imagine using Nigerian money to make profit from oil product by importing it and paying subsidy to yourself and sharing the profit among yourselves because you are a private company. Nigerians who are the owners of the NNPC, they no longer know the roles of NNPC in their lives anymore. Because now it's about profit. The profit doesn't come to you, Nigerians. It goes to the private pocket of people you don't even know. But the same NNPCL is also collecting money from the sale of Nigeria crude oil. The same NNPCL is paying subsidy on behalf of Nigerians. And in all of it, they are running at huge loss. And you are bearing that. Wrecking Nigeria and all of that. NNPCL. So, with Dangote, they said they made a deal with Dangote. NNPCL gave him nearly $10 billion to invest in this Dangote refinery. But surprisingly, last year, Dangote said the 20% stake that was supposed to be the Nigerian stake in Dangote refinery suddenly dropped to just 7%. 13% of it gone. To who? Nobody knows. Now, let's assume that it was supposed to be Nigerians that have the stake of 7% in Dangote refinery as a private business. So let's say, okay, it's a private business, Nigeria invested in it. And there should be some leverage for you. Abi? But that leverage is not for you Nigerians. It's for some faceless people in a group of scammers called NNPCL. Okay? Therefore, they can collaborate with Dangote, right? Because they want to make profit for themselves, not for you Nigerians. And agree to sell or to buy a liter of petroleum for 898 naira. So that they can now sell it to other marketers to make profits. Two profits. One, with Dangote, they gave your money to. Then secondly, to independent marketers who will need the supply of the product. So if Dangote can sell to them directly and giving the right of first refusal to NNPCL, a private company, a private Nigerian company. I know it can be confusing, right? Don't worry, it's not confusing. It's scam. Now, so scam, they sound. Okay? The moment they confuse you here and there, you could give up and say, I don't understand, Jerry. I'm not interested again. Are they going to try and make it available? Yes, they will make it available at cutthroat prices. And if you want, you can't hold them responsible. They will say about Dangote is a private business now. So you see, the independent marketer can't go to Dangote. They would have to go to NNPCL. NNPCL want to make profits. Now, go pay, share you get now. This is how they rob you. People who are supposed to protect you, NNPC, they are staying away. And they are leaving you at the mercy of criminals that are still being paid with public funds. Okay? So NNPCL will now be like, okay, we don't buy product because they are the ones importing fuel to Nigeria. They are the ones paying subsidy on your behalf. So this time around, there's no importation, at least for now. So what happened is that Dangote will give it to them at nearly 900 naira per liter, like they were doing when they were importing and paying subsidy. So they imported, pay subsidy, and then give it to oil marketers, and then tell you that the oil marketers, importers are the ones who are determining how much a liter of petroleum will go for, which is a lie. The only company importing fuel to Nigeria is NNPCL. The people collecting subsidy is NNPCL. So now that the deal is with Dangote at that price, it's pretty much like importing it and then selling to the independent marketers, the ones that will now use the truck to take it from Lagos to Sokoto, from Lagos to Warri, from Lagos to Bayelsa, from Lagos to Kano. So these marketers will now tell you that whatever the cost is from driving from Lagos to Sokoto, it has to be factored into how much they will have to sell it to you in Sokoto. So here it is. If NNPCL buy it at 900 naira per liter, sell it to the independent marketer for 1,000 naira, making 100 naira profit on each liter. The independent marketer, who is going to take it from that Lagos to Sokoto and factoring all the cost and the risk, can decide to sell it for 1,200 naira. 1,500 naira, 2,000 naira. It would have to factor a lot of things in. But NNPC won't, they'll say it's not our fault, maybe we cause them. So you won't have anybody to run to and cry to because they've already hold you down that way. People who are supposed to protect you are the ones doing you. Won't make any sense. Have you got to make any sense yet? Don't worry, it will not make any sense. But when they shake the enter body, will make more. Because they have actually created the network already. Dangote will smile to the bank every now and then. Waiting be own. The criminals in NNPCL, they will be smiling to the banks every month. Okay? The independent marketers, they will be smiling to the bank every month. But you, how many liters? How many liters you want to buy? How much is a liter? A liter is 1,100 naira, 1,150 naira. Yeah, give me 5 liters. Give me 5 liters. 5,500 naira, sir. 5 liters. Okay, God go judge these people. These people now God go judge all of you, 5,500 naira for 5 liters, in this country. It's okay. God go judge. God no go judge. Because your mumu never do. It is that chain. That guy that just spoke there and said, as an independent marketer, they can decide to say, okay, you know what? Instead of selling it for 1,200 naira, we'll sell it for 1,190 naira. Say, thank you. God will bless you, sir. Since other places, they don't get pity. They don't get human face. You get human face. You save us 10 naira. God will bless you, sir. God will bless your business, sir. In fact, meanwhile, you are existing in a loop. It is so unreal. It is not real. It is not real. And that's why they are talking about energy independence. Energy in the wealthy. By the time they are done with you, I mean, for now, at least you cannot forget any cheap fuel anymore. Forget it now. Those of you who they told that wait for Dangote to come. All this thing will crash. Now they are telling you about Forex. Nigeria will make more money from Forex. Nigeria Naira will be strong. Give them 1 week. The entire thing will change. I wish you well. I actually wish you what you wish yourselves at this point too. 2 days ago, we saw Asari Doku pig, Asari Doku dump, taking advantage of the vulnerable poor people, young people. He assembled them where he said he's giving them a job. A job of what? Being militias. I mean, a lot of people saw that were like, what the heck? Well, he's taking it to the new one. It was seen today, again, initiating these young people in what looks like a court-like of a thing. And he recorded it, published it on social media, just for all of us to see what Nigeria has become. Have you waiting with this?